What's up, guys? It's XtremeV1per here, and tonight we are going to review the first Raw of 2015. So, we kicked off the night with the Authority being back in power. And not only that, but John Cena was in the ring with the entire Raw locker room, with all the WWE superstars and all the WWE divas. So, John Cena was basically talking about, he apologized to the WWE Universe for bringing back the Authority, but he had no choice. He said, being a father, a husband, his father, husband, or something else. He said it's much more important than bringing back the Authority. So that's exactly what happened. And then the Authority came out after John Cena said 2015 is going to be a very tough year. And then out came the Authority. And they were talking about what Seth Rollins did. He was the one who forced Cena to bring back the Authority. He was the one who really saved the Authority and brought him back. Not Cena. Well, they did mention Cena, but we'll talk about that. So they brought out Seth Rollins, and they really just awarded Seth Rollins. The main event at the Royal Rumble, John Cena and Brock Lesnar, Triple H awarded Seth Rollins with a triple threat match. So this match is no longer Cena versus Lesnar. This match is now Cena versus Lesnar versus Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble in less than 2 or 3 weeks from now. That's crazy. But I think it's going to be really good. I think the match is going to be really good, especially for the main event. I guarantee we could have a new champion at the Royal Rumble, for sure. It would either be John Cena or Seth Rollins, but who knows? It would be shocking if Brock Lesnar actually retained the title at the Royal Rumble. He's facing two of the top superstars in the WWE right now. John Cena, who he's faced multiple times, and Seth Rollins, which he hasn't faced yet. But who knows how this is going to go down. So, after that happened, while the superstars were in the ring, Triple H said that Dolph Ziggler had to defend his Intercontinental Championship once again against a man who never lost the title in the first place, Bad News Barrett. Which was actually surprising to me, because I thought Triple H was gonna say you can defend the title against, maybe Seth Rollins again, or someone else, but it was Bad News Barrett, because he originally never lost the title in the first place because of his shoulder injury that he had about 6 months ago. And he's been recovering for 6 months now, and he finally made his return back a week ago on Raw when he faced Cesaro. But Alright, so Bad News Barry actually lost the match in under 2 minutes. Ziggler retained the title, but then out of nowhere, Corporate Kane came out and he said, "Oh, we forgot to mention, this match is a 2 out of 3 falls match." You forgot to mention? Really? Who does that? Who does that anymore? You forget to mention things? Anyways, I guess, after the match was over, Ziggler was attacked, he was attacked in, so many different ways. Bad News Barry threw him into the barricade 3 times, tossed him into the ring post twice. I mean, he beat him up pretty bad. And I'm surprised no officials or nobody came out to help Ziggler, or to at least separate the 2 men. But it didn't happen. Instead, Kane came out, made the 2 out of 3 falls match that he forgot to mention, or that the Authority forgot to mention. And as soon as that match was announced, the bell rang again, and Bad News Barry ends up picking up a pinfall on Ziggler with the Wasteland. And now, whoever wins the next fall wins the match and the Intercontinental Championship. So, So as soon as that happened, after Bad News Barry picked up the win, like I just said, whoever wins this next fall is the new Intercontinental Champion, or basically just wins the Intercontinental Champion. What I'm basically trying to say, if Ziggler wins, he retains the championship, which he already did before Kane came out. If Bad News wins, he's the new Intercontinental Champion. So the stakes are really high for Ziggler here, because he got beat up brutally after the match. Nobody came out to help him. No officials or security or doctors came in there to check on him. Instead, they just let Bad News Barry beat him up, which I'm guessing was a plan from the Authority. But anyways, as Ziggler was looking about to retain the title once again, after he hit a super kick on Kane when Kane was on the apron, Bad News caught Ziggler with the bullhammer, and Bad News Barry is your new Intercontinental Champion. So he's now a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. I mean, I did agree that Bad News Barry never lost the title and he should win the title back, but not like that. That's just like a brutal beatdown that he got on Ziggler. Ziggler couldn't fight back at all, and then just loses the title like that. I mean, what is that supposed to mean? But anyways, as we move on to our next match, we got the Ascension, who debuted 2 weeks ago, against who? Who are the Ascension facing? Who are the Ascension facing? Oh, they're facing 2 jobbers. 2 random people, again. The least you can do, WWE, is just say the people's names. I mean, we don't even know what the names are. But it doesn't really matter. The Ascension picks up the win in like less than a minute, about a 30-second match at the most. And now we move on to our next matchup. Roman Reigns versus The Big Show. As Michael Cole said, this is the next chapter into this rivalry. So it indeed was the next chapter in this rivalry. Reigns and Big Show going at it again. And Roman Reigns ends up winning by disqualification. How many more disqualifications, how many more countouts or like interference are you gonna get like in this rivalry between these guys? I mean, everybody's sick of a disqualification victory, especially a countout victory. But other than that, Reigns ends up winning by disqualification after he gets hit with the steel steps by the Big Show on the outside. And Big Show was looking to hit Reigns again in the ring with the steps. Instead, Reigns speared Big Show, and the steps landed right on Big Show's head, which looked pretty painful to me. I actually kind of felt bad for the Big Show, because that landed literally right on his forehead. Or, like, if you got an angle, with it, they got like a closer angle, like on the corner, it actually looked like he hit his eye or something, so I don't know if they gave him a black eye or anything, but that looked like it hurt, like, really, really bad, because the steps were, like, buried under the Big Show. I mean, they were buried on top of the Big Show, I'm sorry. So, Big Show was knocked out from that. So, after that, we go into a Divas match, Natalya versus Nikki Bella, and now I'm actually going to talk about the Divas match for just a second here, because Paige is now a good girl again. Paige and Alicia Fox are the two newest members of Total Divas, if you didn't know, and apparently Paige and Natalya are friends now, so that made Paige have another face turn. So she's once again good. And she's supporting Natalya as Natalya took on Nikki Bella. And Natalya ends up picking up the win with a schoolboy roll-up pin with Paige with distraction. So that means Natalya will get a future title shot, probably at the Royal Rumble. Who knows? So now, after that, we go into Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper. This match happened about a couple weeks ago. But this time, J&J Security were the special referees in this match. And they actually had two referees in this match. Not just one, but two. J&J Security. Actually, let both reps, can't really, I don't know what the word is. They actually let both reps stay in the ring. That works. Yeah. They let both reps stay in the ring, and this match was only about, like, a minute, 2 minutes. So all it was just like, you know, Eric Rowan got a big spin kick. As he was pinning Luke Harper, J&J Security were just like, they were trying to pin, but like they were trying to pin at the exact same time, so they couldn't tell which one's gonna pin first. So instead, that distracted Rowan. Rowan got mad about it, and instead of that, Rowan gets hit with the discus clothesline from Harper, and Joey Mercury counts it. Actually, no. Jamie Noble counts it, and Luke Harper is your winner. Okay. That turned out better than expected. Now, before I move on here, I'd just like to say the first Raw of 2015 is really, really messed up. Just like all the matches that have been happening so far just like make no sense at all. Like we haven't got like a good victory yet. We haven't got like a clean victory yet. But this next match will in fact will declare a winner, not by disqualification, not by count out, not by like, you know, stupidity or whatever. Excuse me. But this next match will in fact have a winner, I guarantee it. I forget I was talking about it now. So, actually no, wait. I'm gonna make this look good. I'm actually gonna make this sound good. This might be a little loud, it might be a little annoying, but I'm gonna make this sound good. Stupid advertisements. I'm gonna make this sound good. It's gonna be a little annoying though. Yeah. So, as we heard last week, first ever ambulance match on Raw, Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. This match will in fact end the feud between these guys. They've been feuding for quite a while now, about 2 or 3 months, 4 months, whatever. But they've been feuding for quite a while. This match will in fact end the feud between them. As what JBL would say, a long journey must come to an end. Or this journey must come to an end. So that is in fact what happened. Sad. Give me 1 second here. Hello? I have no idea. My bad. But anyways, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I don't mean anything by that, but really, I just don't like to get interrupted while making a video because it just gets really, really annoying. But anyways, forget that ever happened. Sad to say, Bray Wyatt does in fact end the rivalry between Ambrose and him. Bray Wyatt is actually the one who wins this match. Which, again, doesn't make any sense. Because, honestly, the only match I think that Dean Ambrose ever won in this feud was probably the Tribute to the Troops boot camp match with Surgeon Slaughter at ringside. I think that was probably the only match that Ambrose ever won in this feud. I don't know, I could be wrong, but they really should have gave Dean Ambrose this win because he only got, like, at least one victory, 1 or 2 victories in this feud. Well, Wyatt got, like, so many more. But, honestly, it doesn't make any sense. Why would they let Bray Wyatt win this? The thing that really messed up this match was Dean Ambrose's knee. He was placed in the ambulance, and as he was trying to get out, I guess, Bray Wyatt slammed one of the doors in Ambrose's knee. And that really screwed Ambrose up because he couldn't walk. He was basically in the rest of this match on one knee, or on one leg, and he really got screwed up. He really got messed up. His knee got messed up. So that's really what messed him up in this entire match. But Ambrose does do a good spot. The only good spot, probably the only good spot of the night, where he goes on top of the ambulance, puts Bray Wyatt on the table, and while Wyatt's laying on the table, it's actually it's a white table with a red cross on it. It's like, they call it a metal table, which is like very, very hard to break. But if you're up high enough, you could break it. That's it. That's exactly what Ambrose did. He went up there to the top of the ambulance, and he hit his elbow drop, knocking Bray Wyatt pretty. I mean, he didn't knock him out cold, but it took him out for quite a while. And then I don't know if that could have been the spot that really messed Ambrose up, or the knee. I think it was probably the knee injury in the match, because Wyatt was just going on his knee, just trying to destroy Ambrose's knee throughout the whole match, ever since he attacked him. Oh my God! Give me 1 second. Oh, that ruined everything. Just found out I have school tomorrow, when I have been having 2 days off, today and yesterday, and I just got a call saying that I have school tomorrow. Wow, that's really good. That's really trying to ruin my mood here, and it did, because this is just ridiculous. I wanted, I swear to God, one more freaking. I'm putting this on my rig. This is really getting me mad now. Now, I'm sorry for all the interruptions, but as what they say, the show must go on. Or, in this case, the video must go on, so no more interruptions. I'm getting sick of the interruptions in the videos. It's getting on my nerves, and I'm sick of it. Especially finding out that I have school tomorrow, which sucks. Other than that, try to calm down here. Bray Wyatt wins the match, ends the rivalry, and Ambrose is placed in the ambulance. Wow. Just wow. And another thing that didn't make any sense, why didn't they put this match in the main event? Why didn't they? I don't know why. Usos and Naomi versus Miz, Mizdow, and Alicia Fox. Now, this actually happened. This match was made earlier in the show. Actually, before the show started, before Raw started on the WWE Network pre-show, Naomi was attacked backstage by Alicia Fox, I guess. So they were talking, saying, and Alicia Fox was saying, we're on opposite sides tonight. Doesn't mean we're like not friends or whatever. And then Naomi got attacked, and then blah 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 blah. Then we got this matchup: Usos, Naomi versus Mizdow, and Alicia Fox. So this match happened, and another ridiculous win. Miz ends up winning, grabbing the tights. How many more times do you have to see that? Really, how many more times do you have to see that? That's just really, really annoying. So, another match that doesn't make any sense. Ryback versus Seth Rollins. I thought was going to be a normal match between these two. Even though we've seen it a bunch of times. But I thought it was going to be a normal match. But no. Corporate Kane comes out in his wrestling attire this time, saying, "Oh, we forgot to mention, I'm so bad at remembering things. This match is a handicap match. You, Ryback, versus Seth Rollins and me." That's exactly what Kane said. So this match is now a freaking handicap match. What could get worse for this episode of Raw, really? So, and the other thing doesn't make any sense. There's so many things that make sense that did not make sense in this episode of Raw. But hopefully everything will get better. Seth Rollins and Kane end up winning Usually Ryback wins handicap matches, like big guys or strong guys like that, like Ryback or John Cena or Roman Reigns or guys like that. They would end up winning handicap matches, but no. Jesus Christ, man. Here is the number one thing that makes no sense whatsoever. The last match of the night, the main event, Big E versus Adam Rose? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, WWE? And this match ends with a disqualification. Another disqualification. My God. Big E versus Adam Rose is your main event for tonight? I seriously thought they were going to make Ambrose and Wyatt the main event. That is a main event match, people. I mean, for God's sakes, it's an ambulance match. It's the first ever ambulance match to ever go on Raw. And to make Big E versus Adam Rose as your main event? Why? This is, like, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Tyson Kidd and Cesaro end up dressing up as rosebuds. They attack Big E. They attack the New Day after the match, or before the match ended. They attacked the New Day before revealing themselves to be Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, which are now a new tag team. Which everybody's predicting that these guys will be the future tag team of the WWE, or the tag team of the year for this year. Who knows? Other than that, this is horrible, horrible. And our last segment of the night, John Cena Appreciation Night. Yes, I didn't say this at the beginning of the video, but after the Authority gave Seth Rollins the triple threat title shot at the Royal Rumble against Cena and Lesnar, they thanked John Cena for bringing them back, using John Cena Appreciation Night, showing different segments or just stuff that happened in Cena's career. It's like, really good segments that, when he won championships or when he made his debut, just like stuff like that. And when he made his debut on Raw, he got that huge fan pop, which I really thought that, Cena got a huge fan pop from that segment when he debuted on Raw, because no one knew who it was, and it was John Cena. Everybody went nuts. Everybody was cheering him. Even the guys that hated Cena, they were all cheering Cena. But back then, but now it's just they barely cheer for Cena. You have to cheer for Cena. I mean, really, it doesn't make any sense if you don't cheer for Cena. He's one of the top guys in the WWE. He's a 15-time WWE World Champion, for God's sakes. A 15-time champion. If he wins the title at the Royal Rumble, he will be a 16-time World Champion, and he will be tied, I should say, he will be tied with Ric Flair, because Ric Flair is a 16-time champion, and if Cena wins the title at the Royal Rumble, he will be tied at the title reign with Ric Flair. But they gotta cheer him. I don't understand why they don't cheer Cena. And here is the number one thing that got me so mad. So during John Cena Appreciation Night, the Authority brings out 3 of John Cena's friends. And these guys were all on Team Cena at Survivor Series. Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback. Now, as we all heard, before the Authority was gone, they said on SmackDown, that one SmackDown before Survivor Series, they said if Cena team loses, everybody from the team will be fired except for John Cena, because John Cena is the only one who can bring the Authority back. Well, that's what Mr. McMahon said on Survivor Series. But you get my point. They said, Triple H said to Ryback, Ziggler, and Rowan, if you lose Sunday, Team Cena will be fired. Every member of Team Cena will be fired except for John Cena. So, John Cena's team won, and I was very happy about that. Everybody was so happy about it. And then we get to this segment last week, the Cutting Edge Peep Show, last Raw 2014. Seth Rollins threatened to break Edge's neck, curb stomping his head onto the briefcase if John Cena didn't bring back the Authority. John Cena had no other choice. He had to bring back the Authority. Everybody's all frustrated and they're all mad about it, and I'm definitely angry about it. But, I will agree with one thing. Ever since the Authority has been gone, they've been out of power, this whole time, I will agree with Seth Rollins when he said, this whole time it was all chaos. Exactly what the Authority expected. It was chaos throughout the whole night. For every night where the Authority was gone. So, I will admit, it's a lot better with the Authority in power because they can control it. But, you know, it's just gotta stop. Like, I'm fine with the Authority being in power. I'm fine with them running Raw and SmackDown and all the other shows, but they gotta stop doing these stupid segments with all these matches and these, like, different promos make no sense at all. But, as I was saying, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback, if they would lose at Survivor Series, all three of them will be fired. Cena's team won. We go back 2 months later, January 5th, 2015. Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback are in the ring with John Cena. John Cena Appreciation Night. And Triple H and Stephanie were gonna suspend all three guys. Which means they're gonna keep them off the TV for quite a while. Like, for example, they wanted Rowan to have 30 days, Ryback 60 days, and Dolph Ziggler 90 days. That's 1, 2, 3 months. So it'll be a month for Rowan, 2 months for Ryback, and 3 months for Ziggler. Which means Ryback and Ziggler would miss WrestleMania, but Rowan wouldn't. Instead of coming up with that, instead of giving them suspensions, the Authority makes they say that they'll be right back. They leave the ring. They go on the entrance ramp, by the entrance ramp, and they're coming up with a decision. And while they were doing that, John Cena, Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback, they were all talking about, you know, like what the hell is going on here? Like, what is this all about? You know, I didn't understand what, you know, I really don't understand what was going on. But then, it happened. What does the Authority do? Stephanie McMahon says, instead of suspending you all, Ziggler, Rowan, Ryback, you're all fired. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Ziggler, Rowan, and Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback are all fired. 3 of the top guys in the WWE, all fired? Are you kidding me? What is wrong with the Authority? Their first night back is total BS. Their first night back on Raw, their first night back in power is ridiculous. Because first off, they screwed Dolph Ziggler out of the Intercontinental Championship. Then they fire him, along with Rowan and Ryback later in the night. They have Reigns and Big Show. Roman Reigns winning by DQ. Then they have Rowan versus Harper. with J&J Security as the referees, and they screw Rowan. Then we have Ambrose vs. Bray Wyatt ambulance match, which should have been the main event. Instead, we got the main event of Big E versus Adam Rose and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro attacking them after the match after they're dressed up as rosebuds. Like, oh my god, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this episode of Raw was horrible. It just sucked really bad. I hated it. I hated everything that happened tonight. That's the first time I'm ever saying this. It sucked. Everything sucked about this episode. Who knew the first Raw of 2015 would just be horrible? I guarantee you they dropped the ratings on this show just for this one night. Just for the Authority's return. And screwing Ziggler, screwing Rowan, and then making Big E, Adam Rose the main event, not the ambulance match. Oh, by the way, Booker T was in commentary for this episode of Raw because Jerry Lawler is ill, so hope you get better, Jerry, and we are waiting for you to come back. But I'm getting off topic here. Why would you screw Dolph Ziggler after he just won the title back a month ago in the ladder match with Luke Harper at TLC? He won the title back in his hometown. He loses it a month later. Gets screwed out of the title by retaining the championship, and then have Kane coming out to say the Authority's over, saying, "Oh, we forgot to mention, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match." No. You don't just do that, okay? You don't just come out into the ring. You don't just come out in here saying, you know, we're just going to make this a 2 out of 3 falls match because Ziggler already retained the title. No. Ziggler already won the match. He should, as what Booker T said, he should be taking a shower right now. I thought that was really weird, but I thought that was really weird for Booker to say, but they really should have just let Ziggler leave because that made no sense that they just screwed him out of the title just so they could fire him later in the night after screwing with Rowan again in the same night. My God, WWE. This is horrible. Honestly, if I had to rate this episode of Raw, it would drop like... It was terrible, terrible, terrible. It was so bad. I mean, I hope we never get an episode of Monday Night Raw like this ever again, because it was just... You know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm not gonna say anymore. This video is over. You can easily tell how mad I am about this episode of Raw, because it was just horrible. Don't even think about it, WWE. Don't even think about it. Do not ever freaking put up an episode of Raw like that ever again, where you screw the 3 top contenders in the WWE and then you fire them later in the night. Don't ever do that. And please don't ever put freaking Big E and Adam Rose in the main event. Please put the ambulance match of Ambrose and Wyatt in the main event, not freaking Big E and Adam Rose. How many more times I gotta say this? I mean, honestly, it was horrible. I'm saying this a million times, because that's how bad that's how bad the first Raw of the year was. I'm serious. If you ask anybody, you know, if they saw the first episode of Raw, what would they say? Would they say it sucked really bad? Yes, they would. It was just... No, I'm not going to say anymore. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. As much as I hated this episode, you know, I had to review it. I had to say what was going on. But I'm not going to say anymore. You guys are probably as angry and frustrated as I am. But I'm not going to say anymore. So, bye.